Oshy, if I understand correctly, I honestly haven't seen too much of Oshy's play. I may or may not have seen a lot of Oshy's visual effects. You know, if this is the same editor that I'm thinking of, then I do know Oshy a decent bit. But if it's a different Oshy that edits, who knows? Then maybe I'm just speaking out of my butt here. But either way, PiKayMaster, like I always like to call him, Fishing Master PK, definitely brings us quite a bit of fish, quite a bit of fun. And the question is, where are we going to be starting? And Ethereal Gate's already off the table for these two. Going to be starting it off on Jules Veil. Okay, and PK starting off with that fish, tried and true. 500 gold already on the board here. Oh, and just like that, Oshy going to be racking up so much damage. Hold on. PK has 1,000 gold in hand, but hasn't been able to get a single bit of gold from elsewhere. Commentator's Curse immediately going to... Oh my god! What? Y'all, can someone clip that? Was that real? Okay, hold on. Either way, Oshy is absolutely, not happy with that. Had the neutral with PK going to be taking the first 2 stocks of the game, not boding well for Oshy, but somehow also boding well at the same time. I don't know. I feel like if you're Oshy, you're a little bit tilted here. But either way, actually not going to be able to grab anything just yet, but PK knows exactly how to use this fishing rod. Dear Lord. Like, there's no one else on the planet who does it better than PK when it comes to fishing. 104 and counting momentum mail on PK here. And just like that, we got a full build SK a minute and a half into the game. And Oshy definitely not feeling good about this one. Alright, and just like that, we're trying to see what Oshy can do to make this comeback, but charge up strong of all things. I don't know if that's actually going to be able to seal things back out. 110% is nothing to scoff at, don't get me wrong, but Sylv has that trouble sealing out these stocks, and momentum mail is so hard to do it against. Incredibly heavy character. I believe tied with some of the heaviest characters in the game. Some people like to joke that, Shovel Knight is the heavy without the disadvantages of being a heavy. But it also has the disadvantage of being Shovel Knight. But either way, PK doing so much work with this momentum, and Oshy's just struggling to seal out this stock. Meanwhile, a single, dash attack up strong from PK could mean bad business for Oshy here. This percent is definitely racking up, but you cannot ignore it. 76% and counting. Okay, and the weak hit of the down strong going to be still connecting. We're going to continue to keep Oshy in this disadvantage here. And 110%, Oshy is dash attack up strong. 1 dash attack up strong away from dying here. But, Oshy more than ready for that confirm. Going to be parrying that dash attack. Not going to be getting hit by the up strong just yet. And we've seen the low percent kills early on before. And the horn is coming out. We're going to be doing away this stock, whether you like it or not. But the Infinite Dagger actually going to be what takes it all. And PK going to be going up the full stock. Just like that. And Oshy, they have to make some huge changes here. Alright, and going immediately to one of the bigger stages, definitely an interesting pick from Oshy here. Usually this is one of those stages that some players at least, might tend to stay away from in this matchup because, it's big, you can get plat camped, Shovel Knight can start off the match fishing and you can't really punish him for it. Either way, PK always going to be looking for that fish, looking for that win anyway. 1,600 gold already, oh my god. I feel like PK's literally just gonna keep camping Oshy out and fish for this first game. Yeah, 2100 already. How much do we need? What? So that's what, 1800 plus like 1400. It's too early in the morning for me to think. But either way, I think PK's already in a pretty good spot here. 120% has Momentum Mail on board. Just one more fish should already do it. But yeah, and now PK, after doing all the fishing a man needs, is more than happy to return to stage. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry, just trying to get my wits about me, but hold on. The up air going to be taking that first stock. Very different change in this game, and Oshy definitely feeling good about this one. You know, trying to seal out this game, trying to get everything much more evened up. The last game was such a doable game for Oshy, despite losing that stock at like what, like 20%. Definitely could not be feeling good for Oshy, but oh, and just like that, PK with a ridiculously threatening setup, going to be taking Oshy's stock there. You know, Oshy trying to avoid it, but not quite able to get back on stage in time. Yeah, I don't know. You know, this is such a hard stage to kill anyone on. Like, huge blast zones, huge amount of neutral, you know, huge amount off the side, off the top, or whatever. This is Momentum Mail Shovel Knight, and Sylv is relatively heavy themselves, and Oshy, they're trying to get this, but the side B up strong. You cannot DI in on that B stash. If you DI in, you're going to get hit by the up strong. If you DI out, you could get hit by another B stash, and the beautiful parry coming out from Oshy means that they can do so much work here. Oh, but just like that, PK trying to even up this stock. Oh my god, it's just barely going to be tagging Oshy there. And Oshy running off the side. They're trying to get back in, but the side, the forward air up B reverse from PK. You know, the tried and true, the Shovel Knight combo we all know and love to hate. Oh my god, and PK, you know, able to bring everything all the way back, trying to even everything up. Not even everything up, just trying to retain that lead. 65% and counting, still has gear on board. I feel like once Oshy gets to a certain percent, might be looking for that horn, who knows. Yeah, not too much ghost gloves coming out from the EU Shovel Knight, I think so. Either way, 104%, nothing to scoff at. And PK, wow, beautiful jump cancel on that side B. Immediately going to be racking up that damage, 91%. You saw that F strong almost coming out, and PK not quite going to be able to do it. Oshy, they still need to figure out a way how to seal this out. Forward air, sweet spot, still not going to do it. Down strong, not quite. What, the forward strong? What a call out. Oh my god, beautiful stuff coming out from Oshy. Going to be able to seal it out in game 2. Oh lord. Yeah, and just like that, you know, PK racking up the damage, trying to get us back into this. We're going from one of the largest stages in the game to one of the smallest stages, you know, one of the smallest blast zones. We are on Spirit Tree, and since no one is here to stop me, I can say it with full confidence with my chest. This is a horrible stage from a horrible game, from a horrible franchise that nobody cares about. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Either way, you know, PK, oh my god, the Rock actually going to be the one sealing it out. The first time we don't see fishing to start off the match is when PK is going to be fishing for those stocks and immediately going to be getting that celebratory fish in a response here. 102%, definitely not the greatest feeling for PK here, but with a full stock up, you can't be mad about that. Oh, hold on, Oshy? Oshy losing a stock again, and this time, going to get the Dynamo Mail on board. Beautiful tech coming out from PK here. You know, a single hit from down air could lead to a forward strong into fair up B kill. So, like, the Dynamo Mail definitely makes sense on this stage, and gear on board means that PK has even more shenanigans to play with. And these flowers, definitely really concerning for Oshy here, because the flowers are another thing that you can get a Dynamo Mail charge off of. Alright, PK just barely not going to get that down strong. You know, 61% on Oshy though, you know, so PK sitting tight, trying to retain this lead, trying to retain this neutral. But Oshy looking for, you know, these neutral wins, continuing to rack up that damage, continuing to look for that comeback. And just like that, oh wow, just barely not going to be able to get the parry there. And Oshy still fishing. You know, it is PiKayMaster PK, but Oshy still fishing for that stock, still fishing for, you know, evening up this game. And just like that, PK. All right, that's a dare reverse up B special. You know, the tried and true, the Shovel Knight. There's so many ways to confirm into that reverse up B. Beautiful stuff coming out from PK, knowing exactly how to make use of it. All right, the question is, where do we go next? Please don't be Tempest. Tower of Heaven. These are some really interesting counter picks coming out from Oshy. A lot of them being picks that I know a decent amount of Sylvs have very different views on how stages work. But this is one of the ones that I know a lot of Sylv players tend to be very difficult, tend to dislike, because they can get plat camped a lot, right? And either way, you know, PK going to be continuing to take a lot of damage here. You know, there's not too much plat camping going on from PK, so you know, Oshy going to be making use of that. Definitely not as much that PK can do about this. The parry, F Strong is not going to kill at this percent just yet, but PK off stage, nabbing that fish, you know, same thing, you know, same game plan all the time. Everyone loves it, everyone knows it. And Dynamo Mail on board. Hold on, this is definitely a little bit different here. Dynamo Mail coming out from PK on this kind of a stage, I don't know about it. You know, on Spirit Tree, we got those super close side blast zones where a single hit from Dynamo Mail could do it. And it's not like the side blast zones aren't close. Speaking of close, you know, PK a little bit too close for comfort to that side blast zone. Maybe if you're playing like that, the side blast zones are close enough, but PK, you know, definitely an interesting choice here. But Oshy continuing to rack up this damage, trying to even up the set count already. All right, and just like that, back air, not quite gonna do it just yet. You have the gear on board, covering so much space, and how do you actually come back from that? Beautiful stuff coming out from PK. You know, showing us something new all the time. Those edge guards, definitely not something you want to be getting caught in yourself. Oh, but, you know, Oshy still has the percent lead though. You know, trying to seal out this stock, 117% on PK. I don't know, we need like a down strong. PK going to be DIing out on that beast dash there, almost as if he could hear me, you know, from the last time. But yeah, you know, oh, barely. You know, Oshy, they're going to be missing out on that gear. The forward air of all things, going to be taking it, you know, pretty relatively early on, I would say, for Shovel Knight. You know, even without Momentum Mail, still a relatively heavy-ish character, right? You know, on the heavier side. You know, it's not like this is Ori we're talking about. All right, but you know, Oshy continuing to rack up this damage, continuing to keep this lead, but a single up strong could do it from PK. So Oshy has to be careful, but PK, the one in trouble here, 73% and counting. The back air I do not understand why that back air sent, like, absolutely nowhere. Like, I understand that Abso back air is somehow stronger than Syl back air here, but, like, that was... That did not feel like it sent much up anywhere. But either way, 125 and counting. The back air definitely will send somewhere this time around if you do get that tipper back air this time. But, you know, Oshy is gonna, with that burrow, in a pretty solid spot, not getting that parry. Beautiful stuff coming out from PK. Great cancel, and the F strong right off the side. Going to mean that Oshy, once again, going to be on that last stock. And Momentum Mail on board. PK knows exactly what to do. You know, continuing to hold on to that stock for as long as possible while you can retain this neutral win. The moment Oshy does get that neutral win, it's so bad for PK. You know, this edge guard could be big. That tech, beautiful, but another tipper back air off of that up B landing. Beautiful stuff coming out from Oshy, and they are going to be putting us to game 5 already. You know, no 5-0s, and none of that. We're going to be taking Tempest right off the table, and now, where are we going? Trouble Pond, the tried and true. Now, some Sylvs love it, some Sylvs hate it, but I'm pretty sure all Shovel Knights tend to love their own stages here. You know, we got Trouble Pond, we got Kingsmore, Peak, Pride, I don't know what it's called. But, you know, either way, very good platform layout for Shovel Knight to extend the combos. A decent sized blast zone, but hold on! Oshy, despite it being PK's home stage here, going to be taking control of this, doing so much damage. Oh, and the tipper back air. This is the first stock, and Oshy already, you know, has enough of a download to get that tipper back air to continue this dominance on PK's counter pick. And just like that, you know, almost getting that lap in percent. Beautiful jab check coming out. Yeah, but oh, great DI coming out from Oshy. Going to be able to, you know, just slightly, you know, avoid that fair into reverse uppy here. But either way, you know, Oshy not in the greatest of positions here. You know, continue to rack up that damage, but in that edge guard scenarios, you have to be ready. The one tipper back here immediately sends PK off stage. Shovel Knight, probably one of the best recoveries in the game, but, you know, 90%, nothing to scoff at. And if Oshy can somehow make PK, you know, get lapped on this stock of all things, you know, that's actually wild. You know, Momentum Mail on board, but Oshy still trying to seal things out. Oh my god! Beautiful stuff coming out from both players, trying to, like, absolutely end each other. You know, this is, you're a stock down, PK, like, and and Oshy, you were a stock up, like, it's not last stock or anything, you just chill. Oh my god. Alright, and just like that, you know, PK taking a lot of damage here, but the Momentum Mail definitely gonna be helping out. You know, the low percent combos are super different on a character that's this heavy with the Momentum Mail. You know, it's not the same kind of low percent combos you got on Shovel Knight early on. I think Momentum Mail's the best at both at low percents and at really high percents, because your opponent's not going to be ready for that. Like, who on the planet is ready to combo a Momentum Mail Shovel Knight? Either way, you know, PK trying to end the stock, trying to, you know, even things back up. Oh my god, dash attack up strong, looking like Zetter over here, and looking as fiery. You know, Oshy, they've got to figure out how to, you know, get back onto the stage here. 99% and counting. You know, the full works, like the full kit is out, but PK's stock also going to be going down there, and Oshy taking the best of 5. But, you know, the question is, who is going to be taking the first of 5? We've seen this before. You know, we thought Satosha had it. Orcanon, once again, worked his magic. The question is, Will Oshy retain their lead, or will PK work his magic here? And I don't think that Treetop is the answer. You know, this is one of those smaller stages where the moment you do get into disadvantage, you stay in it for so long. Oh, but hold on. And just like that, you know, this is going super back and forth. And that's not what Oshy wants. Oshy wants to continue to play neutral, but with that DI going to be going straight off the side, and PK getting a lead for the first time in a long time. The question is, how long can you retain this lead? Oh, tipper back air. Once again, going to be, you know, so consistent from Oshy, right? You know, these tipper back airs, either they're perfectly zoning out the opponent, or they're landing. Like, there's rarely a time where you see a back air and it's like, wait, what was that one for? Right? It's always with a good reason behind it. Oh my god. PK do be fishing on stage. And off the stage. Hold on. You know, 3,300 gold and counting. You know, you got an entire stock to play with. Why not use this for capitalism? And PK going to continue to rack up this damage. You know, nickel and diming Oshy here. And there's that momentum mail. Like I said, really good at low percents and high percents. Like, everything in between, it's alright, but, you know, at the low percent and the high percents is where you really see it shine in disadvantage. Oh my god, that gear's so instrumental coming out from PK. Once again, just everything that PK does is so good at covering up his disadvantage here, but Oshy, they do not care how good your disadvantage is, because if Oshi's advantage state is good enough, it will not matter. Oh, Oshy, you know, just trying to sneak back on stage, trying to rack up that damage, trying to even this one back up. And this has been, honestly, this has been pretty solid play coming out from Oshy here. But, you know, 1,200 gold already on PK, and PK has the ability to nab Horn if possible. Down strong? No, F strong going to be the answer here from Oshy. You're not going to be going for that down strong DI mix-up. Oh, that catches? What in the world? Alright, and you know, beautiful stuff coming out from PK. Going to be stealing that one out. 114, and the question is, when is Oshy going to be able to take the stock? Alright, a single hit, you know, like, I don't know what you look for at this point. You could go side B up strong, you could go for a Shia Kazing, you could go for a tipper back air, but you know, Oshy needs something, like anything, to seal out the stock here. Just needs to even things back up, and the up air not going to do it. Beautiful DI coming out from PK, and another tech coming out, going to be keeping this stock alive. All right, and the forward strong going to be what takes it, but PK, you know, definitely not in a terrible position here, but Oshy has been continually racking up this percent, continually racking up these neutral wins, and if PK can't get those early kills, it feels like it's all Oshy. Oh my god, and 84%, like, speaking of which, like I said, you know, it feels all Oshy if PK can't get those cheesy kills. Dash attack, up air not going to land just yet, and 110% in a match that looked all PK. And Oshy, not quite gonna do it. You know, 136, like, this is big. You know, oh wait, up strong, not going to be the choice for PK just yet. You know, knows significantly better than I do when that's gonna kill, but the F strong just barely not killing. You know, that momentum mail makes Shovel Knight such a heavy character. Oh my god, 174 in the upper still doesn't kill. Are both of these characters at kill percent, and the forward strong going to do it. And PK going down yet again. And this, okay, this is looking a bit like that first set. So the question is, can PK make that comeback? Right? You know, can PK pull an Orcanon? Make that all the way back after losing the best of 5? and going straight back for the salty run back. I don't know about this one. I feel like Oshy was incredibly dominant on this stage after that first stock. You know, you got those early cheese kills, those early, oh, you know, unfortunately you DI'd poorly sort of kills. But if you don't get that, it feels like Oshy has such good control over the neutral. 66% and counting, though. And, you know, maybe PK's gonna be making me out to be a liar. PK is no longer here to just fish, to just play around. PK is here to try to make this comeback, try to get back into this game. Excuse me. But either way, you know, Oshy definitely, you know, not feeling terrible about this one. Okay, and just like that, already doing so much damage, and that first stock coming out from Oshy, you know, does not bode well for PK. PK only 1,500 on the board, but just like that, going to be stealing out the stock. When it's not all about the fish, PK is all about business. And 2,100 gold on the board means that Momentum Mail is a possibility, going to be picking up immediately. You know, no funny business coming out from PK this time around, looking to seal things out, but not going to get the fish and the tipper back air. Barely not stealing out the stock just yet. Oh my god, you know, getting all 3 hits of that up B. You know, PK trying to rack up the damage, but Oshy with these neutral wins doing so much, but hold on. You know what I said about these cheese kills. On the first chomp that we've seen, bringing it out on PK's, you know, potential, you know, set stock. And just like that, you know, Oshy, beautiful amount of adaptations, telling us that still a lot of tricks in their basket here. You know, tricks up their sleeve. And, oh, that F-Strong, they're going to be sealing things back out at 0-0. Oh! And Oshy not going to be getting cheesed out by that one just yet. PK trying to get back in with that gear, with this Momentum Mail, with this full build Shovel Knight, and oh my god, PK! Oh my lord, these early percent kill combos from PK are so devastating, and you cannot play without being ready for these. Oh my lord. Not what we expect to see on the end of PK's fishing rod there. But either way, Oshy definitely can't be feeling the greatest about that one, but you know, you still had the lead for such a long time, and they have to figure out how to seal this one out. And Ethereal Gates, you know, you really can't go a set in EU without Ethereal Gates. But racking up the damage, this is a stage that a lot of Sylvs traditionally enjoy quite a bit. This is a very different playstyle coming out from PK here. You know, a lot more aggressive, not quite as much fishing. As I say that, the fishing immediately comes out, but this time as an aggressive kill option, not simply just for the fish. And Oshy, once again, we see those neutral wins, we see that damage being racked up, and the question is, you know, is it going to be enough to deal with a late game Shovel Knight? And PK, once again, accelerating the Shovel Knight build, accelerating towards that late game, continuing to try to do as much damage as possible. Oh my god. Alright, we already got a Twitch abs giveaway in chat. You know, good stuff, great stuff coming out from Oily here. But either way, the question is, who is going to be coming out on top here? You know, PK, always with the back against the wall, going to be showing us something new with the Momentum Mail on board. Down strong? No, F strong going to be taking it, even with a Momentum Mail. And just like that, you know, PK on the back foot here. But we got that full build Shovel Knight. Oh my god, Oshy, beautiful parry. You know, it was a jab check, but the immediate up tilt to catch that waveland. You know, already catching on to PK's habits. And Oshy, like I said, you know, they've seemed to have brought out quite a few options in order to deal with, you know, PK that they didn't bring out before, specifically because they wanted to use it to seal out the set. But the up strong barely killing off the top there. And Oshy, you know, going to lose that first stock a little bit earlier than they might have wanted. go, just like that. You know, Oshy taking a decent bit of damage, but that's so much damage on PK already. Like I said, when Oshy is playing neutral, getting so many of these neutral wins, like, this is not true neutral. This is advantage neutral, and hold on! And just like that, you know, this is a bit of a skewed neutral and a bit of a skewed game, and Oshy going to be going up that last stock. But we've seen this before, where PK somehow brought it all the way back. You know, once again, back up against the wall. PK has to figure out how to do this on potentially tournament stock. Already taking so much damage, 50, 60% even. And just like that, Oshy barely, not quite going to do it just yet. I was just waiting, biding their time. And these sounds from PK are super, you know, creative. But Oshy not going to be falling for them, not reacting to the options, but reacting to the position. And because of that, PK still going to remain on the back foot here, 140 and counting. And this is still a full stock difference. PK needs to figure out how to seal this, but Oshy not going to go down and going to take PK right off of the top as Oshy climbs onto the winner's side. I say winner's side. That's the full set. That's the last we're going to be seeing of Oshy this week. But Oshy going to be taking it 5-3. Beautiful stuff coming out from them. They had such phenomenal neutral wins, and it was so hard for PK to get in there.